Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Parasyte, the Maxim, episode 3. So, last time we had some interesting stuff, a little bit closer relationship between Shinichi and Satomi. They're getting a little bit closer. Although I was very curious about how Satomi is, like, kind of cluing in to what's going on with Shinichi. She's like, are you the real Shinichi? She didn't want to hold that hand of his. And, usually anime characters are very oblivious to those kind of things. And I'm always mad. I'm like, why aren't you picking up on things? But now this character is picking up on things. And, is it just like weird vibes? So she like changes hands kind of thing? Is it just, she knows him well from like watching him since like maybe they've been in the same classes since they were young? And she knows how he usually behaves and he's being a little different. I don't know. But it's definitely intriguing. We also had some, philosophical questions of being like, humans do, terrible things. They eat all these different creatures, yet these parasites only eat, their own, basically. Not their own, but humans. Whatever they're latched onto, they eat, right? Um, so it definitely added like a philosophical debate of like, are they really that bad? Because humans do a lot worse things. But you know, overall, I don't think that just because humans do bad things doesn't mean that they're justified to do bad things, right? That's the way I see it. So anyway, I'm looking forward to learning more about these parasites, this world. I feel like we're slowly like gaining little bits of information as we encounter more of these individuals and stuff like that. So we also had the couple at the end that were Naked and don't know what's up with them, so maybe we'll see more of them. So yeah, let's watch, shall we? We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh. They're talking to... Oh, shit. She's from the opening, too. Was she the one from the end of last episode? I'm not quite sure if she was. I think it might have been the other one that's in the opening. Oh, shit. Interesting. So she... Assuming that guy was actually a molester, which apparently I've heard is a big problem in Japan. Like I've heard that's a big deal that happens a lot there. Um, it might happen a lot here too. I don't really hear about it as much though. But I guess the question is she just... Could she be a good one potentially? I mean, I'm not gonna trust any of that, but because her form right here looks pretty evil. He looks so badass here at the very end of the OP. He like doesn't have the glasses on. His hair even looks a little different. It's like more like up. Is that gonna be his like Clark Kent Superman alter ego when he goes to fight? Hmm. It's possible. I'm sure it's not too common for people to stop the bug from reaching the brain. Stop that. Ah! Ah, okay, that's why Migi's talking up. I forgot to mention we did get the name from Migi as well last episode. Hmm. And then they should be able to sense as well, so that's where it gets dicey. Is that the school? Which direction? Right, left, forward, behind me? Oh, it's the new math teacher. It's gonna be her, the train lady. Tamiya Ryoko. Oh shit. Oh. Man, I had a teacher in high school and she was very attractive. Not too many of my teachers were attractive, which is why it was pretty significant. She was like, I don't even know. I was young, so it's like, you know that when you like always think people who are older than you are like way older than you? I bet she was only in her like mid 20s, which isn't old when I think about it now. Man, I hate math. I used to not be bad at it. I never really challenged myself, but I made it through all like the required high school courses. I never took like AP math or anything like that, like any of the hard courses. But the problem is when I haven't touched it in years at this point, I'm so rusty going back. No, well, you gave her an excuse. I mean, at least for now, all we know about her is she stopped a molester. Hmm. All right. I'm interested in this conversation. If she doesn't just want to attack. So she's aware that it hasn't taken the brain and everything. Yep. Both trying to learn things. Alright. Oh, jeez. Trying to... All these men. Uh-oh. We can get some jealousy going on. Where are they meeting? At a hotel? What? Well, that's just asking for it. Oh, I guess they're at a restaurant. Okay. I thought it said... Didn't it say... Okay, maybe I read it wrong. My bad. Maybe it's a restaurant. I thought it said cafe hotel or something. Which I guess... I don't know. Anyway. My bad. Who is this other individual? Oh, so maybe she was the one from last episode? Mr. A. Did she just hear that? Is that why she dropped him? Oh, shit. I was talking about this. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Huh. Interesting, okay. Why is Mr. A so tweaky and creepy, whereas Miss Tamiya is so normal? Ugh. Why you gotta be so creepy, bro? Hmm. Alright. Izumi is his family name. Shinichi is his first name. Because they have it on the wall of their home outside. Oh shit. She sensed it too. It's Mr. A, isn't it? Oh, well. He's alive. Are they gonna go together? Or is she just gonna handle it? Oh shit. Just whipped him. He's not killing them, though. Oh, never mind. They might just be wounded. The show has shown heads fly, so... Ah. So she is not going to stop him. She's going to just wait until he handles it. If he's after him, though, then leading him, you can lead him away. A lot of people are potentially going to die in the fight. Right. Yep. Nope. Oh. I wonder if she's gonna follow and see, potentially. But you don't understand humans at all. Making obstacles. Ah. Yeah, they both can fight. Yep, 2 against 1. Well, she didn't follow, so... Yeah, he's gonna think that... He's gonna let his guard down around, you know... He's gonna think Shinichi won't do anything. He's gonna think it's all gonna be Migi doing it. Is he gonna come through the floor? Yep. Oh, or... okay. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, well... No! No, I just saw the time! No! Damn. That was a good episode. I'm really liking this show. I like the, like, adult themes that they don't hold back from, you know? Like, there's a lot of, like... I can't remember the last anime I watched where they just straight up were like, yeah, we had sex, you know? It's like, I know it's happened, right? But I just can't, like, recall the last one because, you know, a lot of anime are about middle school kids, and for the most part, you know, obviously, there's some kids that do that stuff young, but most of the time they don't, like, portray that stuff in the shows because of that, but I like how this show doesn't, like, just hold back from it, and even, like... You know, just being like, yeah, we had sex and I'm pregnant now. It's like, it was like, wow, I just don't hear that very often in shows. It's just interesting. Alrighty, guys, that is it for episode 3. So, yeah, very interesting stuff. We met Tamiya Ryoko, who is, you know, obviously another Parasyte person thingy. Her and Mr. A, like I was just saying, had sex, got pregnant, and they said that the baby is just a normal human. I don't really know how they know so, like, quickly, I guess. Maybe, like, because they're these, like, beings that can tell. I don't know. Because, like, obviously, it can't have been very long since, like, between last episode and this episode, right? Like, I imagine when we saw them naked, it was when they had the sex, you know? And, yeah, I just can't imagine it's been too long, so usually you need more time to develop to tell, like, really what it is, right? Hell, honestly, if we're talking realistically, I think you even need more time than that to even tell you're pregnant. But I guess I don't know the time span between episode 2 and 3, you know? Maybe it's been a month, you know? A lot of the times anime will do that, where it's not like every day that Shinichi is encountering these other beings. It's very possible that it could have been last month that last episode took place, kind of thing. So either way, which is interesting. I like how I just asked that question, you know, just by seeing them standing next to each other naked. Last episode in the discussion, I asked the question, you know, if two of these possessed entities had sex, would their offspring be human? Could they even get pregnant? And, you know, like, how does that work? You know, and I guess we got our answer, assuming they're telling the truth here, right? Once again, it's kind of like last episode with the guy talking about relocating and whether it's possible or not. He could have just been lying, just like she could have just been lying here, but it's interesting. She definitely has a, like, evil aura about her. Like, I feel like she could become Shinichi's enemy at any moment, but I like this, like, give and take, like, let's communicate and everything. And, you know, they kind of answered my question, sort of why Tamiya is so advanced, whereas Mr. A seems very, like, twitchy and creepy, you know? It's like, why isn't he so, like, smart and knowing and stuff like that? And she said it could be an issue with, like, the maturation cycle, so maybe she just matured faster than he did, kind of thing, and reached this level of thinking before he has. I'm not sure, but, or is it something like, would he ever, like, if he survived long enough to like, grow and learn more, like, could he become more like Tamiya? Or is it something where, just like, you know, just like humans, where everyone's different and thinks differently, does he just think differently, kind of thing? But yeah. So Tamiya is sitting back, she's just gonna watch the fight and see how they handle it, which, I mean, I guess it's smart from her. She doesn't want to risk her own life. She's kind of like, she's probably a lot like Migi, where, you know, Migi's all about preserving its own life rather than, you know, doesn't care about any of the lives around it. Really, the only other life that Migi cares about is Shinichi, because if Shinichi dies, Migi dies. So, it's all about self-preservation with Migi. And, you know, like, that was kind of one of the things I talked about last episode. I wonder if that can ever change. Like, I wonder if Migi can ever develop the feelings, or is it always gonna be just self-preservation, right? So, it'll be interesting to learn whether that's the case or not. But yeah, a lot of the episode we spent with, you know, the pursuit of Mr. A going after Shinichi, you know, other than the conversation and everything. But yeah, it seems like all of them are still trying to learn things. I know that Migi doesn't know as much because Migi didn't reach the brain, right? And their memory is fuzzy, so I'm really curious about, like, you know, I wonder if Tamiya knows more about, like, where they came from or what their purpose is, kind of thing, and all that. And it seemed like Tamiya had a little bit of, like, introspection of being like, you know, we live in this, you know, should we really, I don't know, it was like, I got the vibe of it was like, should we really exist, kind of thing, but then she said something that made me, like, not think it was that. But just talking about this, like, quasi-cannibalism situation where they just are here, you know? But I look forward to learning more and everything, and, you know, it'll be really interesting, because obviously, like I said, the opening made me feel like Tamiya is going to be a bad guy, just because of, you know, the weird creepy smile it gained when she transforms into her other appearance kind of thing. But I think it could be really interesting if that's a red herring, and you know, all these things look weird and creepy, yet they could be on our side. So I don't know. It's definitely fascinating. I definitely like I mean, obviously you're meant to, but I like Tamiya a lot more than Mr. A, because at least Tamiya, she could be a villain in the future, but I like that she's like an intellectual, right? Rather than she's not just like, oh, this guy don't agree with my philosophy of just eat whoever I kill, you know? It's like more barbaric and not well thought out and everything, whereas Tamiya is like, I don't want to do anything to jeopardize this identity. I want to stay as Tamiya for as long as I can. But remember, if you make a move against me, I can always change my face and you can't. So, also made, you know, little threats like that too. But once again, I gotta remember that these entities are just in self-preservation mode all the time, essentially. But yeah, they also mentioned that Migi doesn't have the same kind of like cannibalistic feelings, which I talked about that of how Migi must feed off of. I think even Migi said it feeds off the like the nutrients from Shinichi and everything. So, you know, doesn't have those cannibalistic urges, which makes me wonder, does that mean that the other ones that have infested a brain, could they eat something else other than humans? Like, maybe they get these cravings to eat their own kind of what they're inhabiting, but could they gain sustenance off of other things? I don't know. But maybe, I mean, Tamiya could be an example of us learning if she does want to keep this identity, it's not in her benefit to just kill people. It could lead the cops or, you know, bad attention to her. So maybe she will try to eat other things after she learned, like, because some of these beings might not even consider it, right? But now that she met Shinichi and she knows that Migi exists without, you know, cannibalism, maybe she will think like, oh, maybe I could exist without cannibalism too. I wonder, like, you know, where does instinct prevail over mental capacity, right? So, yeah. Interesting. I'm curious. Can't wait to learn more. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the fight. I like Migi's idea of, I mean, obviously I'm worried for Shinichi because he's not an experienced fighter, but I like the idea that, you know, if I was Mr. A, I would probably underestimate the human too, and just think, okay, all I gotta worry about is his right arm. As long as I fend that off, I'm fine. And, you know, now Shinichi is gonna have this pipe that he can use and stuff. So I'm looking forward to the fight and seeing how it ends up. And, you know, we still have our stuff with Satomi and everything, being worried about him and the way he yelled at her this episode and everything. I wonder, like, does that set their relationship back, saying, like, get away from me and stuff? Like, he did have the little sympathetic moment after and said sorry, but, you know, that doesn't always excuse that kind of behavior and stuff like that. So will she find out more about him? I don't know. But definitely tense, I should say, is how to describe their situation right now. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for me. Can't wait for the next episode. I'm just so excited to learn more and stuff like that. So I hope this is a show. I don't really know, but I hope this is a show that, like, comes to an end kind of thing. Like, and it's not one of the ones where it's like, oh, we get these, you know, what is there, 24 episodes, I think? Yeah, 24 episodes, and it's like, oh, go read the manga for the rest. So, like, it's always disappointing when it ends like that. And this came out a while ago, which means the chance of getting another season is very unlikely, but it's potentially maybe they resolve things, or at least have, like, some semblance of an ending. But I guess we'll find out. Obviously, don't spoil any of that. I don't want to know. But, I mean, I guess if you want to say whether, like, it does come to an end, or if it's like a to be continued kind of thing, you could say that, but don't give me any details as to, like, how it ends, obviously, because I want to be surprised and everything. So, but anyway, That's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me 2 episodes ahead of time through the early access tier. Link in the description below. You can also see extra shows on there through the Patreon show tier. Check that out too. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.